Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. We were in the Rel, Montana to start the morning at the rest area. I've just come to Billings and I'm turning around because I gotta go get my load that I got for first thing this morning. But unfortunately, since we parked, I know I always say we, I always drag you into this, but since I parked at a rest area on an interstate, I kind of forgot about that. And the load I picked up, I'm like, oh, it's right in town, right in the town that we're in. Unfortunately, it's the other direction, so I had to go down the interstate, get off an off ramp, get back on. Now we're headed back to get a load. But we're going to be going to Sydney, Montana this morning, and I think it's the frac tank that we're picking up. I said frac tank, yeah. That's what it's called. Don't point at me. But another thing I need to really do this morning is I need to get some fuel. That'd be kind of good. The odd thing is we are going to a Chevron gas station to pick up the frac tank, but I don't believe there is diesel there for me to top off with. We'll see when we get there. I got another 18 miles to go, as you can see. But the map does not show a gas tank on there. This will be another external contract, and we are going to a city that we have not been to as of yet. And we're also going past another city. I don't know if we're going past it or through it. We'll see when we go through. Glendive? Is it Glendive? Hopefully I said that right. I think it's Glendive. But that's going to be the eastern side of the state. Over by the Dakotas is where we're going. And I think we're going to get paid decently, like $1,200 for this load. And also overnight, you may have noticed we're up to $115,000 in the bank account now. So we're getting closer. Day by day, we're getting closer. Another like $35,000, and we'll probably get ourselves a truck, a driver. We got spots open, so we're just waiting for that. Another thing I'm doing today that I normally don't do is I'm actually running ATS today on DirectX 11. Some people said it runs better on DirectX 11, so I want to see if it does or doesn't. Don't know. I had a couple of problems going through Montana. There's my frac tank right over there. A couple spots here in Montana where I'm going through, and we had some lag spikes. So I'm going to see if running on DirectX 11 helps out. Didn't see how much this thing weighs, but we'll find out here in a moment. Alright, gotta learn to back up slowly. Sometimes I back up to it like a bull in a china shop, just, ramming on into it there. Alright, let's see. What does this thing weigh? So it is a frac tank, but only weighs 8,220 pounds, so not a whole lot. Oh, I'm actually getting paid $15.36 for this load. Turn around here. So it's not a Chevron gas station, it's like a Chevron depot, I think. Let's pull forward a little bit so I can see past that post. So yeah, still doing the external contracts. This will be load number 9 of 12 for me to different cities. 2 are from different cities. It's basically what I'm doing. Of course, if I do the 12, then I'll get my personal goal done. So we're going to get there somewhere, we're going to say about 12:30 probably. So we should be able to get another load in. And I don't know if I'll cut back or not, because well, we'll have to see. I'm not going to try to sit here and think about it, because every time I would like to go a certain direction, the contracts kind of determine where we are going. But I think this is going to be all interstate, honestly. So this would be like the 3rd time this morning I'm going past these weigh stations. I wonder if they're going to have me pull in this time, because now I got a load. So they may have me pull in this time. Yep. So here's the funny thing. I don't want to say I went past this weigh station this morning, this is where we started my morning, basically. This is where we stayed last night. So I left the way station, went up and around, and imagine if people were really actually working here. Well, I mean, of course they're working here. But imagine if this was a real situation where I left here this morning, and of course, my truck kind of stands out. Oh, we're going to try this going through here at under 5 miles an hour is what I've been told. Yeah, so if you go under 5 miles an hour, you don't have to come to complete stop and get the way station done. So, thank you for that tip. 5 miles an hour. I guess you're rolling, so that's a plus sign. But imagine in real life, you know, if I were staying at this rest area this morning, this truck kind of stands out because it's a paint scheme that I did, so it's not like there's multiples of them out there. And I left here this morning, and then 2 hours later, because I left here at 6 o'clock in the morning, it is now 8 o'clock. 2 hours later, I pull into the way station. They're probably like, was that the same truck that was here this morning? Yes. Yes, it was. Same exact truck. Now, I do believe we are passing a way station after I go through Billings. It's either in Billings or just on the other side of Billings. It's like a rest area, fuel area. I think we'll jump in there and top off with some diesel. Oh, and I stopped at the way station. I was more focused on going just below 5 miles an hour to go to the way station. I'm pretty sure they said, on with your day, but sir, your truck is in dire need of some service. If I can remember, actually I'm going right past. This is the building I would get like a lot of lag spikes. I've been past it twice, and I've had some lag spikes before. See if it happens, but yeah, see if I can remember at some point to double check my overall status of the truck. I think we're somewhere around like 34% damage, which seems kind of weird because it's basically all tires. I haven't hit nothing yet, but now that I said that, I probably will. Let me get back in this lane over here. So I'm guessing this frack tank that we're hauling is empty. So we're just hauling an empty container. So what the frack, basically. Yeah, so I'm still getting little lag spikes going through this area once in a while. Not too sure. Let's see here. Is there diesel here? I do believe there is. So we're going to jump on down in here. I think the diesel in Montana was going for $5.53 last time we fueled up. Oop, I definitely don't need that low of a gear. Got to be very careful of where I'm going here because we got the barricades turned off. So better make sure I'm going through the areas that I can go through. Where am I fueling up? I'm fueling up over here. Yeah, I'm still getting little skips here and there. It's not lag, it's just skips. Let me go ahead and turn off the engine. Yeah, so 553. I really don't remember how big of a fuel tank we got. It's like a 220 or 250 gallon tank, maybe. Well, yeah, we took almost 200 gallons. So a total bill of $1,080. So that's always nice to get as a truck owner. Make sure I'm sneaking through those fuel pumps okay. We don't need to stop at the Catskills. We've already stopped at a way station this morning. Alright, feel a little bit better now that we got the juice. So now that we got the juice, we can go on. So I can't go straight through. I was getting ready to. You know, you've been driving with those barricade X's on the roads for... Let's see, ATS has been out for 6 years. Actually, 6.5 years. And I did Euro Truck Simulator 2 for probably 2 or 3 years before ATS came out. So let's just say 8 or 9 years I've been driving and always used to having the barricades up. And now when they're not there, I wonder how long it'll be before, like, hey, let's try taking a shortcut. And you get like maybe 100 yards / meters through the intersection, and all of a sudden your truck just goes bang right into an invisible wall. Alright, now we're not going to get there until about, I'm going to guess 1:30. We get there when we get there, then we'll figure out what to do after that. I'm definitely going to be taking an external contract when we go up through, I think someone said that's a national park over in the northwest part of Montana. Basically, it's a round trip with nothing up there, and that's really out of our way. So by taking external contracts, what that allows me to do is when you take an external contract, I know I mentioned this many times before, but if you're kind of new here, you can see on the bottom of the screen right where it says remain 17 hours 11 minutes. That is in real time, not game time. So by taking external contract and going around there, we can take a long journey, not have to worry about the deadlines that are run by in-game time. But also got to be kind of careful about, I don't know how long of a ride that's going to be up and around. And we could be doing that in a couple more episodes or so. Because that's on the other side of the state. And so we cut up north somewhere along here. I think it was along the I-15 that we went up. If we haven't already gone past that, I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but... And we've only been to one viewpoint so far. Well, actually, now we're on the I-94. Okay. Don't know Montana that well. A lot of weigh stations in Montana, it seems like. And if I haven't been through here before, they will make me pull over. Even though I just pulled over at the most recent one. Or is this one of those fake ones, I guess? No, we've been here before. I saw the mark on the GPS. It was already yellow coming up through here. Sorry, too busy reading the billboards. Muffin Mondays. I didn't see who that was for. And usually when I read the billboards, I see food and I start thinking that's going to make me hungry. A muffin right now does not sound appealing to me at all. So far I'm safe. Yeah, so looks like where we got off before. And headed north. Must be. Traffic seems a little thin on the eastern side of Montana. So I've been down through here as well, it seems like. That's our loan payment. So let's see if we can get our bank account back over 120,000 by the end of the day. Probably not. Miles City. I know I've been there. So maybe that's where we went and then headed north. Yep, I can kind of tell. Yes, we haven't been past this point right here, I believe. Yep, that GPS, I just saw the little section turn yellow, so we have not been beyond this point, so this will be all new to me anyways. Hey, someone just brought in $2,100. I will mention again, I try to do this every once in a while because I do see a lot of comments about the advisory screen at the bottom. Where do we get that? That is called the minimal advisory screen. And that mod, that link to that mod should be in the description below. That'll bring it right to the Steam Workshop. And that is made by Patrick, the same one that made the realistic economy that we're running as well. Most of the mods I'm running, you'll find in the links to the description below. One, the coast-to-coast map, some of the engine sounds that we've used. I try to keep those mods up to date in the description below. And I do believe the minimal advisory bar at the bottom, there is a mod, if you don't want it at the bottom, you can also have it for the top of the screen as well. That screen at the bottom, it's a mod at this point. I don't want to say I can't live without, but it's pretty darn close when I play ATS. So, very handy to have. I mean, all the information you need is right there for you. It does look like so far the eastern side of Montana not very populated over here too much. Glendive. So technically we have discovered Glendive now. Okay. So this is one of the cities I was trying to get to this morning, and I had to refresh the contract page. There was 3 cities I was trying to get to. Glendive was one of them. Sydney, the one we're going to, was the other one. And I think it was Lewiston, somewhere in the middle of Montana, which I have not been to yet. I'm like any 3, and I sat there for like about 5 minutes refreshing the contract page, just trying to get one to one of these 3 cities. And that's why I finally found the frack tank that we're delivering. Looks like this is our exit. Only 44 miles to go. Already 1 o'clock in the... No, sorry, not 1 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon already. It's one thing I've always said. When you take the interstates, the miles and the hours kind of fly by, and I kind of pulled out in front of that truck a little bit. Don't want to go too fast, because it seems like when I get off the roads and start going through cities, it's like, hey, 25. 25, sir. Let's see, where am I actually bringing this to, though? So we're going from a Chevron station to an Exxon Mobil station. Either way, as long as I get paid. General Mills to our right. I got my own cereal production plant going on no man's land. Don't think I can compete with General Mills, though. So actually, we are picking up time on the ETA, doing an external contract nonetheless. Oh no, here's another way station. Is it a real one, or this one looks like a real one? Okay. I think I gotta go in here. Yes, I do. No, that says do not enter. Alright, so way station is actually over here. We'll see what it says this time, though, when I stop. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to say what it's been saying before, like, "Hi, you're okay, but the truck could use some maintenance, sir. A vehicle is not at the perfect technical state. Be more careful next time." Well, I mean, how often is this truck actually perfect anyways, right? Alright, so we just played Ring Around the Rosie there. Yeah, I just saw that truck a few seconds ago. Probably not the same truck. Hello, Sydney. Hopefully no one stops abruptly in front of me because I'm too busy looking around the town here, see what it has to offer. That guy wants to make a left-hand turn, apparently. Would be kind of interesting. I just saw a crosswalk there if they started having pedestrians in the cities crossing. Of course, I can't see the lights. Oh, well, I'm kind of going through now. That's why you don't drive directly behind a truck, because you can't see the lights if they're red, green, or yellow, like that one was. Alright, so we're just going to follow you, I guess. Looks like I'm far enough out of that lane because traffic is coming up along beside us. Yeah, so we're going to have like 3.5 hours left on our clock by the time we get done with this delivery. That's a quick light. It's already yellow. So unless I'm taking an external contract back to Glendive, I'll probably have to take a regular delivery under the cargo. Which is fine. I mean, I got like another month and a half to complete after this one, 3 more deliveries to or from a city I have not done so from yet. I don't need to get in that middle lane yet. Right, now we'll scooch on over. Right, that says Chevron in here. Alright, so yeah, my the external contract I guess is ExxonMobil, but in game it says Chevron. Whatever. It did say ExxonMobil, right? Yeah, Sydney ExxonMobil. So I guess out here is where they pump the oil, and we brought an empty tank from a place where they make oil into gasoline, I would assume. And since I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I probably would like to take a load from here, so I don't have to go all the way back to Sydney to find a load, but we'll see what's available here in just a moment. Careful on the dirt roads. Could cause some damage to a trailer or something like that. Alright, I did a load last episode and backing it in, and it was just, well, yeah, it was just terrible. Ooh, not going to make that corner. I thought I would. So hopefully today I can do a better job. I think I turned that a little bit too tight. I think I jackknifed there just a little bit. Is there an invisible wall here in front of me? I'm just trying to straighten up just a little bit. Yeah, I can't go any further forward, so let's see, where's my button to zoom in here? Of course, I took my hands off the steering wheel. Yeah, this is not going as good, just like last episode. I think I need to go back to training school and backing up. These last few loads I've been delivering have been terrible backing up. I know it's a shorter trailer, but I don't want to use that as an excuse. Boy, they're turning this really quick. Either I'm getting used to Farming Simulator too much. The guy back there behind us probably saying, what is this guy doing? Now I overcorrected again. Yeah, for how rough it's been, I'm going to take that myself. Visit service station immediately. I'm at 42% overall damage. Well, we just stopped at a way station. I think 42% is alright. Ish. Let's go ahead, show the results there. Let's continue. While we're here, let's go into Diagnostic so you can see it yourself. 42% damage on the wheels, 1% in the cab, 2% in the chassis, 4% in the transmission, 5% on the engine. So, I mean, it's all tires. We're not even at the halfway point. But we're going to keep on going. We're going to take the chance. Let me go ahead and see what I can find for cargo. Like I said, I got like 3 hours and a little bit of change left in our day. So let's see what I can find on external contracts. If I can't find nothing there, I will go ahead and check just on the regular freight market. All right, we got ourselves another external contract, but this is not going to count towards my total of 12 because I'm going to a city I've already been to. But we're going to Heinz Craft to pick up a crawling tractor. I think that's the way that they word it, I guess. But I'm going to go back to the city here in Sydney to pick it on up. So it's about 11 miles back. And then it's about a 2.5 hour trip over to Glasgow, which will bring us to just about 5 o'clock. There was a couple going back to Glendive, which is a city I have not delivered to or from yet. But it's not 100 miles from here, so that won't count if I were to deliver back there anyways. It's only like 30 miles, I guess. So it didn't really matter which way I went. So I decided, well, we'll go up and around, take some more road that we have not taken as of yet, and then work our way around the northern part of Montana again. And I think we'll start working our way over towards that national forest area, or national park, whatever it might be, so we can take that road as well in a couple of episodes or so. And for a short journey, we're actually getting paid pretty darn well. For like 2.5 hour trip, we're going to get paid like 800 bucks. So that's always nice. Looks like I'm going through the General Mills parking lot to get to the Heinz Craft facility. Kind of interesting coming on down through here to get this load. And there it is, right in front of me, blinking away. We had a weird angle, but I assume the kingpin's going to be like right here. And I'm wrong. Can't get my truck in straight, so gotta guess roughly where it's gonna be. There we go. Actually, I did get it in there straight. Didn't think I had the room in that side, but just enough. This is gonna weigh a little bit, 55,500 pounds. Yeah, we're getting paid $8.89 to get it there. So let's get started. So it's heavy, but it's not that heavy. No, it's not that 90,000 pounds It's only 50 some odd thousand pounds. Just gotta make sure I give myself some room on the turns here. Let's get over the railroad tracks before a train does come. I'll make sure I come to a complete and full stop. And okay, the bus is coming in here, but they're giving me room, which I think they got plenty of room to get on in. So from what I've been told, I think I'm over the point that if I were to stop at another way station, I think I'm over the point of where they're going to give me a fine. I think they said upper 30 percentile, and we're at 42%. It is good to know that after all that driving, putting 42% on the tires, we don't actually have that much wear and tear on the engine and transmission. All right, so we're scheduled to get there just before 5 o'clock. Just have to wait my turn here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of blocking your way to your left turn area, but you could have gone around. I think that's a cop car in front of me, so I better make sure I stay at 25. Now with the cop gone, I got freedom to go. To an extent. And of course, going right past the Chevron place we just left a little while ago. Alright, so it's kind of a quick delivery here. Where are we going when we get there? We're going to Dole. That was my truck shutting off. Alright, so that's kind of a... Unless I may have accidentally hit the button. Hopefully I accidentally hit the button on my shifter. Because I didn't get the warning. So, what I thought happened there, because our truck is getting a lot of wear and tear on it, but it usually only happens, I thought, when the engine gets a lot of wear and tear on it, the engine will cut out on you. And it'll say visit a service station immediately. Your engine will keep shutting off because the computer board on the engine thinks there's something wrong with it. But, you know, we only got like 5%, 6% wear on the engine. But I'm thinking I may have accidentally hit the button when I shifted on my shifter and I hit the kill switch. I'm hoping that's what that was. Because I didn't see nothing came on that said service engine soon or anything like that. Of all the times I've shifted, I don't think I've ever accidentally hit that button. First thing I noticed, I didn't really notice the engine cutting out right away. I noticed my GPS went out. I'm like, pardon me? It's always fun having a wide load like this, and I gotta swing wide in a town. Hopefully the game's gonna be nice to me, not have any oncoming traffic that way. Yeah, we're fine. Part of me would like to take some of these side streets, but I don't think there are actually roads that we can go down. Did I just see a car coming? No, I did not. Okay. Thought I did. Weird looking FedEx truck. $78 miles. I agree with that mile marker. I'm starting to wonder, we are on a road that we have not taken before. But I'm starting to wonder, are all the viewpoints, well, not all of them, but are the majority of them going to be at the national park? I visited one. I went past another one on the western side of the state, so that's 2 of the 10 that we kind of know where they are. Where's the other 8? Point. Now, is that an actual area around here, or what? Been roughly about 18 years since I've actually been to Montana myself, and honestly, I just went through on the I-90, so didn't even get off the interstate, so just drove right on through. Our lane comes to an end. As long as I stay ahead of the train, I'll be a happy guy. That way we don't have to stop for him. If at all, because I don't know if there's a railroad crossing up here anywhere or not. trying to see if the cattle were moving. When we've seen the horses moving around, but I didn't see those cattle moving at all. At least I didn't catch any moving. It's like once again I'll be going over my hours by a little bit. There's the train. I don't know if it's the same train that was in the city that we were just going through. It seems like they got more trains in Montana than anywhere else. Felt like that was a good opportunity to take my screenshot, so got that out of the way. I'm starting to remember that a little bit more and more, but you'll see not until the end of the episode. Like, oh, I haven't taken a screenshot yet. May need to do that. Oh, 3 miles out, so we're just about there. And it looks like it's going to be on the left-hand side, so I'm going to stay right over here in this lane. And the way my backing up has been the last couple of episodes, I'm glad I got this trailer here because this will be just to pull in and park it. I see the Dole sign right here. See if I can sneak it in. Gotta get it close to this fence over here and to straighten up quickly. Close, but not too close, right? That's good enough for me. It's going to be hard to get that all lined up there, and I don't want to start backing up with this stuff. Park and brake, turn off the engine, let's decouple this thing. And there we have it. Now I just got to find a place to hopefully park up, and don't tell me I'm in another city that doesn't have a rest area. Well, I keep ending up in cities. I can either go back where I came from and park here. I'm thinking this area is, let's see, it's 29 miles or 44 miles. So head on down the road, I guess. I mean, the fuel's not that important because we got a full, well, not quite a full tank, but a good enough size tank to continue on the rest of the day tomorrow. But I may be driving back here to pick up a load. Don't know what kind of tractor that is supposed to resemble. Kinda looks like a case quad. That's what it kinda looks like. Alright, now with the good thing not doing an external contract right now, we're not restricted to 65 miles an hour, so once we get through Glasgow, too bad because we do have a sleeper. We just can't find a parking lot somewhere. and call it a night. Still have to drive to a rest area. I kind of got to get in that lane, looks like. Stuck over in front of that bus and behind this truck. I don't know if the road does split off here. No, it doesn't, so I would have been fine in the other lane as well. We'd like to drive up that parking lot to see what's actually up there. Might be like some kind of welcome center. Or the City of Commerce for the City of Glasgow. So we almost knocked off. I think I got maybe 2 cities for sure, maybe 3 cities we technically have not discovered yet in Montana. But plenty of cities I could deliver to and from. Oh, look at that. We got a driver that completed a load to get us back over 120,000 by the end of the day. And they leveled up. This is where I'm calling it a night. You gonna ding? Or do I really need to park over there somewhere? I hope I didn't drive all this way to find out I can't. Actually, no, it's actually more... The symbol's more toward my right. Is there a... Oh, the trucks park over there. Aha, I thought that was just an exit area. Some of you are probably already saying, what is he doing? I really don't know anymore. I just saw parking spaces there. I did not see these over here for trucks. I'm like, they didn't really give us a parking area for trucks? There we go. Now I'm getting the symbol. That helps out quite a bit. Maybe I should be going to bed early tonight. I know it's only 6 o'clock. I usually go to bed at 8. But yeah. But there we are. We are in Glasgow. Almost said New Mexico. I have no idea. Maybe I'm tired, not in game, but in real life. Yeah, so Lewiston and Thompson Falls are the only 2 cities I have not been through. Yeah, so maybe, we'll try to get a load from Glasgow because that's the nearest city. And then maybe we'll try to get one going to Kalispell. And yeah, we'll try to go up and around this route right here. See if I can do that. I will try to take an external contract. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out, that's 43 miles. That might be an all-day trip-ish. Not quite an all-day trip, but long enough. We'll have to see, because as we know, just because you want to take a load from one city to another, there may not be one there at all for me to take. So I'll have to see what happens next episode. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate your watch as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.